Okay, so what does the holiday consist of?
Okay, so what does the holiday consist of?
Well, on day one, you'll arrive in time for a short introduction by your tour manager, followed by dinner in the hotel.
Well, on the day one, you arrive in time for a short introduction by your tour manager, followed by dinner in the hotel.
The dining room looks out at the river.
The dining room looks out at the river,
Close to where it flows into the harbour, and there's usually plenty of activity going on.
close to where it flows into the harbor, and there's usually plenty of activity going on.
On day two, you'll take the coach to the small town of Peel, on the way calling in at the Tynwald exhibition.
On day two, you take the coach to the small town of Peel, on the way calling in at the Tynwald exhibition.
The Isle of Man isn't part of the United Kingdom,
The Isle of Man isn't part of the United Kingdom,
and it has its own parliament called Tynwald.
and it has its own parliament called Tynwald.
It's claimed that this is the world's oldest parliament
It's claimed that it is the world's oldest parliament
still functioning,
that's still functioning,
and that it dates back to 979.
and that it dates back to 1979.
However, the earliest surviving reference to it is from 1422, so perhaps it isn't quite as old as it claims.
However, the earliest surviving reference to it is from 1422, so perhaps it isn't quite as old as it claims.
Day 3, we have a trip to the mountain Snaefell.
Day 3, we have a trip to the mountain Snaefell.
This begins with a leisurely ride along the promenade in Douglas in a horse-drawn tram.
It begins with a leisurely ride along the promenade in Douglas in a horse-drawn tram.
Then you board an electric train which takes you to the fishing village of Laxey.
Then you board an electric train which takes you to the fishing village of Laxey.
From there, it's an 8-kilometer ride in the Snaefell Mountain Railway to the top.
From there, it's an 8-kilometer ride in the Snaefell Mountain Railway to the top.
Lunch will be in the cafe, giving you spectacular views of the island.
Lunch will be in the cafe, giving you spectacular views of the island.
Day 4 is free for you to explore,
Day 4 is free for you to explore,
using the pass which we'll give you. So you won't have to pay for travel on local transport or for entrance to the island's heritage sites.
So you won't have to pay for travel on local transport or the entrance to the island heritage sites.
Or you might just want to take it easy in Douglas and perhaps do a little light shopping.
Or you might just want to take it easy in Douglas and perhaps do a little light shopping.
The last full day, day 5, is for some people the highlight of the holiday.
The last full day, day 5, is for some people the highlight of the holiday.
With a ride on the steam railway
We'll ride on the steam railway
from Douglas to Port Erin. After some time to explore, a coach will take you to the headland that overlooks the Calf of Man.
After some time to explore, a coach will take you to the headland that overlooks the Calf of Man,
a small island just off the coast. From there, you continue to Castletown, which used to be the capital of the Isle of Man, and its medieval castle.